Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzzard-Roost. I am Buzzard, and this is Family Friends Friday. Now before I go into this, there's been people that's getting their videos deleted for the C virus, for mentioning it and stuff like that. And also, I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to play one in real life or on YouTube here. So do your own research, make the decision on your own. Whatever you do, you are held responsible for yourselves. Anyway, there's quite a few videos coming out on things that you can do. I figured I'd do one on my channel. And some of the things that you might want to get or consider getting is OTC, stuff for the flu or flu-like symptoms. A lot of them, with the viruses and stuff, they cause your lungs to fill with fluid, and a lot of these OTCs will help dry it out, make you cough it up and stuff like that. You need to get you some bleach or pool shock, and I've got a video on how I make my stock bleach from pool shock. And when you're disinfecting things, you need to go with at least a quarter cup of bleach per gallon of water. Some of the other things you might consider getting is to make a isolation room, and that would be plastic sheeting, duct tape. Make sure you have plenty of soap. And I don't recommend the I can't even say the words now. I'm going to mess up on a bunch of words on this one. Antibacterial soap. I get regular soap. I use a lot of Dawn dish soap or the equivalent to Dawn. A lot of, just bar soap, such as, I'm not promoting any of this, Irish Spring, Dove, stuff like that. Now, on another note on this type of virus, I also wanted to do kind of like a silver timeline, and this will be from Attica. It's A-T-E-C-A. It's the Dutch water expert. Now I'm going to read it off this phone here, and this is a silver timeline from ancient history, 1300 BC to 650 AD. The ancient Egyptians writing mentioned the use of silver. Record of silver cup in the first book of the Old Testament. In 485 BC, I can't pronounce his name, Heterus, described how the Persian king carried boiled water in a silver flask to prevent sickness. 335 BC, Alexander the Great drank his water from a silver containers. Let me see here. The Romans used silver urns to prevent their water from spoiling and included silver in their medical books. Ancient Mediterraneans and Aztec cultures used silver flasks to store liquid and place silver foil onto wounds to prevent infection. 500 AD to 1500 AD, the Chinese emperor ate with silver chopsticks. The wealthy in the Middle Ages ate from silver plates against the plague, and their children were given silver spoons to suck on. Hence the phrase, born with a silver spoon in your mouth. 1500 AD to present. In 1820, can't pronounce his name, I'll do the best I can. Hannah Mitrin introduced colloidal silver as a suspension for medication. Cowboys traveled the Wild West with a coin of silver in their water cask against bacteria and algae. In Australia outback, silverware was placed in water tanks against spoilage. In 1893, Nigel found that silver ions were active in extremely small quantities, being able to eliminate freshwater pathogens, living organisms, and viruses with only a 0.000001 AG. Now, I don't know what AG is, but I'm going to assume that is a very micron amount. In 1897, silver nitrate was used in the USA to prevent blindness in newborns. Colloidal silver was commonly used in hospitals prior to the induction of antibiotics to fight germs. Wounds of soldiers during World War I was treated with silver leaf to combat infection with successful results. In the early 1900s, negative publicity came to light regarding extreme overuse of medical silver, leading to the skin discoloration called argula. I guess that's right, I don't know. Reputable medical journals demonstrated that the proper use of silver was completely suitable and had no adverse side effects. During the 1930s, synthetical antibiotics came to market, which were easier to manufacture, which led to the silver losing its favor. From the 1960s, regular antibiotic started losing effectiveness as bacteria became resistant. In the 70s, silver made a huge comeback as recommended for wound healing in burn victims, which they still use. It's called silver sulfate, if I remember right. In 2001, ATCA, or ATECA, became the first copper-silver ionization supplier in the Netherlands, using 99% pure silver from recycled, or 100% recycled. ATCA became an active member of Silver Task Force and ICA systems in ECHA Article 95 list approval. So basically, some of the things I remembered being used a lot was being born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and also blue bloods. Now, some of the blue bloods was because of the overuse of silver. Back in the plague time, they would grind silver and use it like salt. They put it on everything, which caused the bluing of the skin. Now, on one of my previous videos, I show how I make colloidal silver and how I make the super water. And I'm going to use a lot of that for municipal use and regular use. Like I said, it's my personal use. Do your research, find out what you need to. You can purchase silver wire online. You can also purchase silver leaf online. And I do have the silver wire. I carry silver wire in my wallet. I have given away silver wire to friends and family that wanted to start making it on their own. But anyway, those are some of the things that I'm going to prepare more on. I thought I had N95 mask in my medical supplies, and I got to digging through, and I've got a lot of latex and nitrite gloves, but I didn't have no face mask. Now, I know how to use a 2-liter pop bottle and one of the little 16-ounce bottles of water. I've got the activated charcoal, I've got the filtering systems, and I can literally make like a gas mask. Now, how effective it will be on a virus, I really don't know, but something is better than nothing, even if it's just a couple of layers of cloth over your face. Now remember, viruses on the scale of 1 micron, 5 to 1 micron, I think is what it runs, can be contracted through your eyes, your deer glugs, tear ducts. Of course, inhaling it, your mucous membrane, stuff like that. Cuts on your hand, something that has broken skin, basically. So, do everything you can. If a virus doesn't become a pandemic and just blows over, it's stuff that you can use in your everyday life. Your OTCs, your bleach, plastic sheeting and duct tape. Duct tape you can use, and your soap you can use. Plastic sheeting is always good to have on hand. So just everyone out there, be safe. Do what you can. If you got your food pantry and long-term food storage built up, you might want to use a little bit of the money that you allocated to food storage and maybe get some of these items. Some of these items you may already have on hand. So you make the judgment call. Whatever you feel like you need to do, try to do it. And like I said, everyone stay safe. Be careful out there. Remember, only dead fish follow the flow of the stream. Don't be a dead fish. This is Buzzard. See ya.